Hi, myself Virendra Singh, an MBA student specialization in business analytics from Haryana School of Business, Guru Jambeshwar University of Sciences and Technology, Hisar. My subject is managerial economics, and my presentation title is Price and Output Determination under Perfect Competition. So, first of all, we started from contents that are covered in the presentation. Overview of perfect competitions, key assumptions of perfect competition, key curves in perfect competitions, summary of intersection, also known as equilibrium conditions, and short run equilibrium, supply curve of the firm and industries, long run equilibrium, optimal resource locations, and the last one is conclusion about the price and output determinations under perfect competitions. So overview of the topic is this presentation offers a detailed analysis of the price and output determination process in perfectly competitive market. It examines the equilibrium conditions in the short run and long run, focusing on market efficiency and firm behavior within this theoretical framework. Some key themes covered is overview and assumptions, which I further repeated. Now, uh, some key assumptions of the perfect price and output determination of perfect competitions. Key assumptions: numerous buyers and sellers, which prevents individual influence on prices. The second one is homogeneous products, identical products offered by all firms. Next is free market entry and exits. There is no significant barriers, and perfect information also for complete knowledge of market conditions. Price takers firms accept the market price as given. The profit maximization goal is also the key assumptions, because firms aim to maximize their profits as well. No government intervention. Market wants to operate without any regulations. And the last one is perfect mobility of factors of production, means resources move freely. This is the diagram about perfect competition, a unified market structure. So their main characteristics are market price, firms sell at the market price. The second one is long run equilibrium, which means it ensures only normal profit. And the last one is cost efficiency. Efficiency of cost management leads to resource efficiency. And the next one is equilibrium conditions. There are two conditions of equilibrium. The first one is short run equilibrium. The second one is long run equilibrium. Short run equilibrium occurs when marginal revenue is equals to marginal cost. Long run equilibrium is achieved when price is equals to marginal revenue, and the marginal revenue is also equals to marginal cost, which is equals to minimum average cost, also known as average cost AC. So key curves in perfect competitions, there are some keys which are used in perfect competitions to show the diagrams. Total revenue. Total revenue is also known as TR curve, which is linear curve. Slope represents marginal revenue. Total cost U-shaped due to variable proportional laws. The third one is marginal revenue. Marginal revenue is horizontal and equals to market price. Marginal cost, marginal cost MC is U-shaped, intersects MR at equilibrium. The average revenue curve is equals to marginal revenue and market price. Average total cost ATC is U-shaped, reflects economics and diseconomies of scale. Average variable cost ABC below ATC indicates shutdown point. Now, summary of intersections. Profit maximization at marginal revenue equals to marginal cost. Possible scenarios is excess profit price is greater than ATC, average total cost. So the losses is average total cost is greater than price, and it's smaller than price is smaller than average variable cost, and the shutdown point is price is smaller than average variable cost. So this is the short run equilibrium conditions and the curve diagram. Now supply curve, this is also indicates the MR and MC curves and profit maximization conditions of short run equilibrium. Now this is the supply curve of the firm and the industry. So firm's supply curve derives from the marginal cost curve above average variable cost. Industry supply curve is horizontal summation of all firms supply curve. So this is the diagram which shows supply curve of the firm and industry as well. Supply curve of the firm derivation and behaviors is derivation is firm the supply curve of the individual firm is derived from its marginal cost or cost above the average variable cost, which I further said. And behavior is as the market price increases, the quantity supplied by the firm also increases. This is represented graphically by an upward sloping supply curve. Each point of the supply curve corresponds to the quality of output that the firm is willing to produce at different price levels. And this is the graphical representations of the supply curve. Now supply curve of the industry, which is horizontal summation of all the firms supply curves in the market. It reflects the total quantity of goods that all firms in the industry are willing to supply at various price levels. And the behavior of this supply curve of the industry is as the market price increase, the total quantity supplied by the industry increase as well. Since more firms may enter the market and existing firms may increase their output, the industry supply curve is typically upward sloping, indicates that a higher market price leads to a greater quantity supply, which means indicating a higher market price leads to greater quantity supply. The next one is graphical representations about the supply curve of the industry, short-run industry equilibrium, factors influencing the supply curve. There are some factors like change in input prices, as increase in the prices of input uh, labor, raw material, can shift the marginal curve upwards, resulting in a leftward shift of the firm supply curve, meaning less quantity supplied at each price level. Technological advances, improvements in technology can move production costs, shifting the marginal curve downwards and resulting in a rightward shift of the firm supply curve, and the meaning quantity supplied at each price level. Number of prices, number of firms, as increase in the number of firms in the industry will increase the total quantity supplied at each price level, shifting the industry supply curve to the right. The next one is long run equilibrium. Long run equilibrium in a perfectly competitive market refers to a situation where firms have adjust their production process and capacity to that they earn only normal profits, and there is no incentives for the firm to enter or exit the industry. Here's a detailed explanation of long run equilibrium, which are also shown in figures. So the firms produce at minimum long run average cost LAC, and only normal profits are earned, no incentives for entry and exit. Achieve Achieved at uh, P, which is equals to marginal cost and also equals to marginal revenue, which are then this is also equals to minimum LAC. And normal profits, firms at efficient scale, no incentives for entry or exit, a constant number of firms are the characteristics of long run equilibrium. So the determining long run equilibrium is market demand and supply. The long run equilibrium price is determined by the intersection of long run supply curve and market demand curve. The long run supply curve is perfectly competitive market is typically horizontal at price where the firm earns normal profits. Adjustment process for determining long run equilibrium is if the firms are making excess profit in short run, new firms will enter the market, increase supply, and driving down the price until it reaches the level where firms earn normal profit. And the second one is if the firms are incurring losses, some firms will exit the market, decreasing supply and increasing the price until the remaining firms can cover their cost and earn normal profits. So this is the graphical representations where the long run average cost curve is U-shaped, reflecting economics of scale at low level of output and diseconomies of scale at high level of output. Now implications of long run equilibrium is optimal resource allocation and dynamic change. In long run equilibrium, resources are allocated optimally. The price consumers pay reflects the opportunity cost of production, ensuring that the quantity produced meets consumer demand efficiency. And the dynamic change, while the long run equilibrium is stable under constant conditions, it will shift due to change in demand. Input prices or technology such as changes can lead to new long-run equilibrium as firms adjust their production and capacity. And the last point of this presentation is optimal resources allocation, which means which ensures efficient resources used to maximize welfare, also known as Pareto efficiency. Production occurs at minimum cost where P is equals to MC, or optimal allocations is resources efficiency and social welfare. So market adjusts dynamically to maintain allocations, and there are some characteristics of optimal resource allocation: production at minimum cost, price equals marginal cost, full capacity utilization. And there are some cons also of optimal resource allocations, which are potential for market fluctuations, risk of overproduction, and limited innovation. And there are some conditions for optimal resource allocations as well. Consumer sovereignty. This means the presence of consumer dictate the allocation of resources. The market price system reflects consumer preferences and willingness to pay, guiding firm in their production decisions. And the second one is no unexhausted economies of scale. For the optimal allocations to occur, there should be no unexploited economics of scale in any industry. If economies of scale are present, firms could produce more efficiently by expanding their operations, leading to potential cost savings. Giving resources and technology is the allocations assume that the quantities of resources and technology available are fixed, means any change in production technique or resource availability could lead to a different allocations. So this is the graphical representation of optimal resource allocation. The production possibility frontier represents the maximum output combination of two goods that can be produced with available resources. And the second is indifference curve represents consumer preference, showing combination of goods that provide equal satisfactions. And the third is optimal allocation of resources achieved at point where PPF is tangent to the highest possible indifference curve, indicating the most efficient use of resources to maximize consumer welfare. Implications of optimal resource allocations is market equilibrium, maximize welfare, and dynamic adjustments. And the final is conclusion of price and output determination under perfect competitions is perfect competitions provide a theoretical benchmark for analyzing efficiency and market dynamics, and its principal guide economic analysis and policy making despite its idealized nature. So this is the perfect competitions are the benchmark for evaluating real world market structure, while it idealized. While understanding its dynamics helps evaluate real world market for efficiency and resource allocations. The principal guide policymakers and business leaders in navigate economic challenges. So thank you for listening me, and this is the price and output determination under perfect competitions in microeconomics. So thank you.